Welcome to our Friday evening news from St. Bruno Church. Our news anchors, Pi and Christina.
Good evening. Buenas noches. I'm Christina Gertafa, and I am your host for Friday Evening News. Today, we're missing Pi. We hope to have Pi next time for our next edition. We have been unable to broadcast in the last 2 weeks because our schedule didn't allow it, and then just other things got in the way, but we're back here, and we're happy that you are welcoming us into your home again. To start off, with COVID-19, there is the Delta variant. 99% of infections are with those that have not been vaccinated. So kindly please get vaccinated. You can go to smchealth.org and you can find out information about your local clinics that are offered in different cities throughout the county. You can also find out information about pharmacies or getting the vaccine through your health insurance. So please visit smchealth, that's all one word, .org. We had a flag raising on July the 4th. Malou led the singing, Joe Watkins raised the flag along with the assistance of Young Kim. There were greetings and messages from fellow parishioners, including Marianela, chair of the Pastoral Council, Lola, who is retired former chair of the Parish Council, Lillian, coordinator of the Filipino community. I mentioned Joe Watkins was in attendance. Ted Niamira. He came back for the first time after COVID. So that was his first attendance back at church. June Abeyana, parishioner. Chris Myrina with Couples for Christ were all in attendance. We celebrated First Communion and Confirmation Masses. 44 boys and girls received First Communion. 21 received communion at the 10 a.m. bilingual Mass. 33 received First Communion at 12 noon for those that received Catechism in Spanish. The Mass for First Communion was on Saturday, July the 9th. The next day, Sunday, July the 10th, 35 students were confirmed in a beautiful ceremony. Thanks to Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone, we were able to have a complete Mass instead of only a confirmation rite as had originally been planned. The church was full, including the choir loft and the vestibule. There are several birthdays that we celebrated these first couple weeks of July. Mary Ekstrand celebrated a birthday on July 4th. Also on July 4th, Jezreel Cruz with the St. Therese Choir celebrated a birthday. Ivy Vaya Tangitao with Lataki celebrated her birthday on July 7th. Metzli Padilla, our own parish secretary, celebrated a birthday on July 10th. And lastly, Victoria Law, who is an elderly parishioner here at St. Bruno's, celebrated her birthday on July 13th. For new births, the bell rang last Thursday on July 8th to announce the birth of a baby boy. He is the son of Alfonso and Mayra Gutierrez, grandson of Maria Monroy. Congratulations to the Monroy family. We're informing you of some sad news. Evangeline Asogna, who was 96 years old, passed away. She was a longtime parishioner and attended the 12 noon Mass with her son, Federico. Evangeline was married to the late Sandy Asogna, who was a professional boxer. They had 7 children. Evangeline was the last surviving sibling of a total of 17 children. She was from Zamboanga City, Philippines, and she spoke Chavacano and broken Spanish. The funeral mass will be held Wednesday, July the 21st at 12 noon. Hello everyone, I would like to introduce you to Fehi Langi. Fehi is the new coordinator of church decorations that is replacing Cynthia de la Rosa. So welcome Fehi to Friday Evening News.
Thank you, Christina, and hello to everybody, and thank you.
I would like to ask you, how is it that you started getting involved with the flower arranging here at church?
Oh, I started to be involved just by seeing what people does for the decoration, and I was interested. I would see that there were things that needs to be taken and cleaned. There are plants or arrangement that needs to be watered. Yeah? It's the thing that I never did, but when I really take a look that they needed to be done, that's when I decided that I want to do that and be involved.
So how did it start? Did you ask Cynthia since she was the coordinator?
That's how it started. I came to the office and I asked Roger, who is taking care of the whole thing, because you don't just get in and do things. You have to ask for permission. And Roger did not know, but then when I talked to Cynthia, that's when I realized it's Cynthia who is taking care of everything. So I asked Cynthia to give me permission to go up, do whatever needs to be done, and Cynthia said, okay.
So are there others that help you? Is there a schedule for the flower arranging for the masses weekly?
Yeah, there is a schedule. There used to be 5 of us. For the first week would be Sharon, the second would be Helen, the third would be Angie, the fourth would be Delecia, and if there is any 5th week, it would be me. That's the schedule. Yeah.
So I hear that there is going to be a vacancy.
There is a vacancy.
So the vacancy is Sharon.
Yeah, it's Sharon. Yeah. And we may take this as an opportunity to thank her for all the years she's been doing it. And she's been doing it very faithfully and with all her heart and all her. And she's very experienced in doing the arrangement. Every time she does, it's very beautiful. So we want to thank her for all the years that she has been doing this. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So a big thank you for Sharon.
Big
To Sharon for all of
Sharon for all that she did all these years. Yeah.
So how do you decide what the flower arrangements look like? Are there guidelines?
We used to just do whatever we think we want to do, except then when Father saw what we did and Father realized that it's not very appropriate. So Father gave us some guidelines on to how the size, how wide, how high, the balance, the width, things like that to guide us, which is very helpful, but it wasn't something that we realized until Father gave it to us, and it really helped to make things looks beautiful, looks good. And Father also pointed out something very important, is that when there is a liturgical system, like if it's the precious blood, if it's something like that, there are certain colors, and it's appropriate to go, maybe it's all white, or like Hot All Souls Day, it should be all white. Corpus Christi Day, it should be all white. Yeah? Father pointed out to us so that we just don't just come with any color we want. Yeah? There are certain colors that are appropriate for certain time of the year. So that was very, very helpful. And we thank you, Father, for giving us those guidelines.
So what if somebody wants to get involved? What if there are people that are like you that see the flower arranging and think, wow, I would like to do that? Is there an opportunity then for them to participate?
Oh, please do invite anyone who wants to participate.
So you heard it here. We are looking for someone that would be able to be a part of this great team that decorates the church For those that are interested, you can talk to Fahey or one of the other ladies that were mentioned here that does the flower
Yeah.
arranging. And
Call the office.
you can call the office.
Call the office, yeah.
And expressed interest because we know that there's probably somebody out there that thought like, wow, I would like to help make the church look beautiful.
That's true.
Not only for holidays,
That's
but
true.
for every week.
Every week, yeah.
So contact the office if you're interested. So thank you very much, Fahey, for being here for Friday Evening News to talk to us a little bit more about flower arranging for the church, and then also for our audience to be able to get to meet the new church coordinator. So thanks to you and to all of the women that help make the church look beautiful every week.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you, everybody.
This year we had the return of the summer camp. The Missionaries of Charity, led by Sister Martina and 6 novices along with volunteers, held the summer camp this year. Last year, due to COVID, we were not able to hold the camp, so we're glad that the children were able to participate in the camp for this year. We had 30 that attended last week's youth summer camp for the older teens, and 75 attended this week for the kids summer camp for kids from 6 to 12. At summer camp, the youth learn to pray, they play, they do arts, they learn skills, and they celebrate the Eucharist. We will now hear some personal experiences from youth that attended the summer camp that were interviewed by Roger.
Hi everyone, my name is Alpha.
Hi, I'm Sammy.
And I'm one of the group leaders helping out with the kids.
And I'm one of the kitchen staff.
And so in my opinion, what I've learned from this camp is that we should do everything with Christ, through Him, with Him, and in Him, because Christ is represented everywhere in our lives. And in my opinion, the retreat has been going very, very good. And this week we're doing a children's summer camp. And so yeah, it's just been really fun working with all of the kids and singing songs. Working with the sisters is so amazing as well.
Hi, my name is Yasmin. I'm 15 years old. And I'm helping the sisters this week with the kids. I'm part of the yellow group, which is 5 and 6 year olds, and I basically assist them and assist the sisters for what they need. This week I've learned about medical things and about God and how to cook as well. And my opinion about this retreat is that it's really fun and it's really interesting, and you get to meet a lot of people, and I really like it.
Hi, my name is Sinala Hauli, and I am 15 years old, and I am helping this little summer camp of ours by helping the kitchen and just serving the kids when they need anything or if they need help. I'm there to help them and guide them. I've learned from this week and last week that when we were in COVID, we were all isolated from God, and like when I came back from camp, I learned that that God was always there for us, even when we all had isolation between all of us and we had to stay home and we didn't have any church to go to. In my opinion on this retreat was it opened a lot of eyes for the children because they didn't have anything to do, and they felt like they were taken away from the church. And so I was talking to one of the kids and they were really happy to be back and it felt like home again. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natalie Martin. I'm 18. I'm here helping the sisters in the camp with the sports, and I've learned to have patience, and my opinion is about the camp is that it really helps helping the kids. You can see the smile on their faces and getting closer to God. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Janice Dorman, and I had the privilege of helping the sisters with the youth camp and then the camp for the kids. And I prepared the food for snacks and lunch. And on the youth camp, I got to participate in a small group. And I'm really hopeful. What I learned is that the youth have a really mature spirituality, and I am hopeful that when they go out into the world, they'll be firmly rooted in God's love, and will be able to maintain that strong faith that they're showing right now. Yeah, it was a great weekend. I also learned all of the foods that kids do not like to eat. So it was a great weekend for me. And I want to give special thanks to Sammy and Bella and Sina. They were amazing helps in the kitchen, and I actually learned from them too. So it was a great 2 weeks.
So we'd like to thank you for joining us again for Friday Evening News. And we thank God each time we think of you. Have a good night. Until next week.